Alright. So you can see that the oil pressure is sitting at way above 120. Engine's not on, but there is power to the car. That's with power to the car, still sitting way above 120. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the oil pressure sending unit while doing an oil change. Then we're going to see how it turns out. Alright, so going under the car, there's typically a plastic cover that goes all under here, but I've already got that removed, so we're not gonna have to deal with that. Anyways, the oil pressure sensor, here is the oil tank, and you got your oil filter right there. Oil pressure sensor is this right here, this little thing right there. As you can tell, it looks pretty old and it's obviously gone out, so we're going to replace it right now and just see if that fixes it. The best time to do this is do it while you're doing an oil change. That way you're not going to have oil leaking out onto your face and then you got to refill it with clean oil. So just do an oil change and replace that at the same time. Let's get to it. A bit windy down here. Getting oil splashed all over me. Pretty nasty oil. That's why we're replacing it, because it looks like shit. Just gonna let that drain out for a little while. And we'll, got a bunch of oil on me, but that's alright. Had to replace my gloves, and make sure you're wearing safety glasses when you do this, because that shit can get in your eye. It's probably not going to feel good, and it's probably not good for your eyes at all. So I usually just wear safety glasses. I wear them at work anyways as well. I have to wear them at work, but it's a good idea to wear them outside of work as well. So I definitely, right there, if I didn't have safety glasses on, it was probably going to get in my eyes. That wind just blew right under the car and blew it all right in my face and on my arms. So, let's get back to it. I'm gonna pull off the filter now. Good thing they didn't tighten the hell out of this thing. This is black as shit. God. Well, I don't think those guys even replaced the filter when they were doing oil changes. This thing looks pretty old. And it's dusty as hell. Yeah, I don't think they were... What a bunch of scumbags. Don't get your oil replaced by buy those little Jiffy Lubes or anything like that. Last time I did that, they made a huge mess under here, and had to clean it all up, and it doesn't even look like they replaced the oil filter. They probably just drained it and poured some new oil in. But so I'd recommend always doing it yourself if you have the tools. You don't want to be fixing a bunch of shit because the guys didn't replace the right things or did a bad job. Do it all yourself. Cheaper, and you know it's done right. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can take off these gloves. We'll grab some new gloves. Alright. This is the replacement part. I don't have the right size wrench for it, so I'm just going to use vice grips to get the old one off and probably tighten this thing on. It doesn't need to be that tight, but oh well. I don't have the right size tools with me here at home, and I don't have my adjustable crescent with me either, so it's unfortunate, but you gotta make do with what you got. Alright, so I'm going to yank off this old cinder unit. Literally just pull it off. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like a 3-pin connector. This is the old one. Pretty old, as you can tell. It's all dirty and grimy. Yeah. This is the new one. Same thing. So, put that down. I'm going to screw this in here. Like I said, I'm only going to about 20 foot-pounds. I'm pretty sure that's what the spec is, but, you know, I mean, you don't, this isn't something that you need to be super specific on the torque. I think you'll be fine. Just tightening it pretty snug and a little bit past snug. Seems to be in there all the way, as far as I can get it. Okay, should be good. Now we gotta fish out the plug. Here it is. Typically, you're supposed to replace the little copper crush gasket that's on these things, but I'm not going to because I don't think it's gonna leak. These things you want to torque to, like 24 to 29 or so foot-pounds. Okay, let's put some new oil in there. Hands clean as ever because I wear gloves. Alright, I gotta make sure to plug this back in, or else we wouldn't see any progress. That just clips right in. You just push it right on there, and it's good. We'll just click in place. We'll pour about 5 quarts of oil in this thing. It doesn't look like it's leaking, but see how the pressure reads. Oh, I found my keys. I left them up here. Just gonna turn it on and see if the pressure is reading correctly. Alright. Alright, pressure is not spiking to 120 right off the bat. The engine's not on yet, but there is power. Before it spiked way above 120. Let's see what it does now. Sitting at about 50. Alright guys, that will conclude my video. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from it. Oil pressure sensor replacement on a 2004 Nissan 350Z.